Alright, namaste, my witchlings. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. We do not have a birthday today, so... Ow, ow, ow. What the fluff? There it is. Ha, found it. We are simply lighting our candle today to be a beacon of light and hope for those who are stumbling in the dark and have lost their way. However, I do need to trim the wick first. Otherwise, I'm going to melt my monitor. All right, there we go. I apparently have... there we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. We are lighting our candle to be a beacon of light and hope for those who have lost their way. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is closed. And we invite the ancestors to join us here today. All right. Blink. I swear, my lights are really freaking warm. It says I've got 11 people still talking. All right. There we go. Ha. All right, y'all. Here we go. I can do things. All right. Welcome one and all today. Yeah, no, I can't go around melting my monitor. No, that would be bad. Or the stand that my monitor is sitting on. All right, my loves, my witchlings, my dears. Welcome one and all of my witchlings to Di's Daily Divinations and SelfCare, where we are reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a hell of a lot of fun while we are at it. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am playing with watermelon quartz or strawberry quartz today. Light your favorite candle or some incense for that aromatherapy. Cozy up with a cup of coffee or tea if that is your preferred brew, and get ready to hear today's message from the universe. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing so you get your daily doses of divination with us here, right? All right. Oh, gotta grab one last thing. And that's why I hung it where I did. Ha! All right. They're romping and frolicking behind me here. Sorry. All right. So, we're going to check out my Buy Me a Coffee link. I'm going to take a sip, and we're going to get started. All right. Hey, witchlings. If you are local to the Seattle area, specifically Snoqualmie Valley, I am facilitating and teaching a yoga class in the park on Friday evenings and guided meditations on Tuesday and Saturday, weather allowing, of course. I can't do it in the extreme heat, and trying to do it in the rain is entertaining. So, if you're interested in joining us, please check out the information on my website under the book tab. I cannot wait to see you all. She is full of herself today. Sorry, Luna keeps picking on Tookers, and I'm making sure I'm not going to get hurt in the crossfire. Today's holidays. We have Purple Heart Day, National Sea Serpent Day, Particularly Preposterous Packaging Day. I love the alliteration. And Cycle to Work Day in the UK. All right, so we are giving a big shout out to my UK viewers for Cycle to Work Day. This is a wonderful way to honor our planet, and every pedal push is a spell for a healthier Earth. All right, next. Ooh. Next, we have National Sea Serpent Day. From Leviathan to Jormungandr, these beings represent the deep, untamable magic of the ocean. May we always honor the mysteries of the deep and the powerful spirits that reside within the waves. I like sea monsters. And we have particularly preposterous Packaging Day. On this day, I am giving a massive shout out to my spoonies. May your meds be easy to open and your hands not ache from fighting the clamshells. And may your scissors always be sharp. Accessibility matters, my friends. Can we please demand better from manufacturers? And then it is also Purple Heart Day. And on this day, we honor those who were wounded or killed while serving. My grandfather's best friend, the Admiral Richard O'Kane, was a recipient after his POW time. And as a Navy vet, my deepest respect and gratitude goes out to them and their families today. All right. Now we can chit-chat for a minute and catch up before we start playing with the cards. All right. Yeah, no, she's a bit. And oh, they're now lying here rather companionably. Hello, Bean. Abu Bakar, hello. And hello, Wyatt. Hey, we got a bunch of the regulars back today. Yay. That's when you need a buck knife, Amy. Do I believe in God? I believe in plenty of gods. And yes, the Christian God is one of them. I don't know if Raven is here today or not. Haven't heard from them yet, but who knows? All right. Yeah, shall we play with the oracles today? Let's play with the oracles. By the way, if you hear explosions or loud noises, Spawn is home today, and I'm pretty sure he's gaming with his friends right now. I can hear it. And that's part of why my stream and my stuff here is a little wonkier than usual. So, let's get going. Our first oracle card today is Someone Has Unmet Needs. Followed by Ignoring the Pain. Like that works. Finally, triggers. How much I want to bet the triggers are happening because of the ignored pain. All right, so our cards here are showing us a cycle. Unmet needs are being suppressed, leading to the someone has Gerbil? Ow. All right, so starting over here. The cards are showing us a cycle. Unmet needs are being suppressed, which is leading us to drawing the Someone Has Unmet Needs card, leading to ignoring the pain. This avoidance causes triggers. The universe is asking you to gently acknowledge what hurts, and it is time to honor your feelings and begin to heal. Your well-being matters just as much as everybody else's. I have to admit, I am guilty of putting others' wants and needs before my own. All of our cards are reversed today in the tarot, so let's see what they have to say. We have the Page of Rods reversed. Excuse me. Let's try that again. We have Page of Rods reversed, which says that we have an opinionated, headstrong person who is full of demands here. Next, the Five of Cups reversed, which is telling us that our troubles are ending and we are gaining acceptance and some spiritual growth. Finally, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, boredom with our work situation, and we need a change. Okay, so what do these guys say together? Well, let's see. We are feeling creatively stuck with the Page of Rods reversed, or that our collaborations are less than harmonious with the Three of Pentacles reversed. Well, The Five of Cups reverse says that you are ready to move past disappointment and heal. Now is the time to embrace this new perspective and move forward. Sounds like they're going to play well with the oracles today. All right. So let's get everything together and then we'll check in with what people have to say. All right. So our oracle cards are laying our foundation today, getting right to the heart of the matter. It speaks of unmet needs and the pattern of ignoring the pain that often follows. The cards are rather clear about this one. When we do this, we create the very triggers that are causing us so much distress. It is a compassionate but direct call to look at the wounds that we have been trying so hard to avoid. And we see exactly now how this internal state is manifesting in our lives with what the tarot is telling us. That feeling of being creatively blocked, hesitant, and uninspired, that is the Page of Rods reversed. That friction in our work, our project, or even our family or teamwork just ain't flowing, that would be the Three of Pentacles reversed. It shows how our inner turmoil is rippling outward, creating some disharmony. But we do have a hopeful key to it all, the Five of Cups reversed. This is our turning point. This card is a gift signifying that you are ready to move on. You are ready to stop focusing on those past regrets and disappointments and to turn around to see the amazing blessings that you still have. It is the dawn of healing and acceptance. We are being told the past is in the past, forget about that, and please turn around and focus on what is right in front of you that is good and beautiful. This is your invitation to break this cycle. Acknowledge what hurts. Honor your needs from that and embrace the healing of moving forward. That's what I'm thinking the cards are saying. What about you guys? Ooh. Nice. It's not rude to call. Yeah, nope. Well. She can't be in heat, which my understanding is that's when you call a dog a bitch, because, you know, bitch in heat, but she's definitely a bitch. Black and blue. Oh. Do you suspect they will be accepting, or do you suspect they're going to disown you? This plays into how we tell them. My own personal coming out story. I knew my dad would be a whole lot more accepting about it than my incubator. And I still couldn't bring myself to actually say the words. I see that you say they'll disown you. So I pointed to my MySpace profile and my dad read where it said I was bi. He stood up, looked at me and went, "Your point? I've known that for years. Just don't tell mom, she'll disown you." So, if you are still living at home, I would suggest not necessarily staying in the closet, but stay in the closet with the parents. And then once you are out on your own, if you are comfortable knowing that you're going to probably lose any inheritance, then so be it. But honestly, and this is experience talking here, if your parents cannot accept you for who you are going to be so much happier and healthier being your genuine true self, even if you don't have your parents anymore. It's hard. It really is. The hardest thing in the world is mourning people who are still alive, but it makes life so much easier. Hey, Virgo, saying hi back. But yes, I've been there. It was not a pleasant place to be. And, like I said, my dad knew, and I slipped once in front of my mom. We were discussing my middle child, and we were talking about me and my middle child, and I made a comment, well, Munchkin is as straight as I am. Amy, that is so our family. My nephew came out to his dad by bringing his boyfriend to his grandpa's funeral. I've heard about that one from both my nephew and his older sister. That was great. So, yep. Do I, huh? Oh. Yeah. Stick around. We don't always talk about, the queer community and that, but I've kind of become an elder in the community, and people do kind of respect my advice. Seems weird to me, because I'm me. All right. Let's see where we at. We are at Namaste. Hey, how about that? Namaste is saying, travel to your peaceful place. You don't have to jump on an airplane to experience that place of personal power and tranquility that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Instead of a physical vacation, travel to your favorite place, often using visualization. Close your eyes and relax your body. Imagine a place you feel connected to that gives you a sense of peace and or power. Often, this is a place in nature that you have enjoyed and may know quite well. It may also be a place you have never physically been, but you would like to go. Rest here for a while and pay attention to each of your senses, each sense. Is the wind blowing your hair? Do you smell sweet grass or the soft, damp earth? What do you see? Pay attention to these details, and as you continue to practice, your place may become more and more vivid. Traveling to your peaceful place can help to relax your mind and body. I do want to say, though, for some of us, visualization is more difficult. I'm guessing probably more so for those of us who think in words rather than images. I can visualize something like, say, an apple. The apple comes to mind because it's in the meme I saw. But I can visualize an apple, and I can start with just the red outline of an apple and the leaf, and then I can make it kind of 3D, and then if I really, really, really focus, I can see the whole apple almost lifelike. Somebody just knocked on the door, y'all. But when it comes to visualizing a place, and it says, what do you smell? Is the wind blowing your hair? I can't do that. So, I am working towards it. And my necklace fell off again. They're here for spawn. I apologize if you can hear the dogs. All right. So, let's move on to self-compassion, shall we? Self-compassion is saying, a friend indeed. What would you offer a friend at the end of a hard day that you can offer yourself now? All right. Oh, there's a few things. All right. Dunk. RIPD. I love RIPD. I know I don't look old enough to be an elder, but people just treat me like one, It's weird. Thank you, Jose. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that many of you hadn't seen this. This is almost a year old. I got it at the Seattle Tattoo Expo last year. And I very much have to give credit to a young woman. Well, actually, we're not that young. But a very wonderful lady that I grew up with before I moved to the Portland area. We have reconnected on social media. And she has an eyebrow piercing. And I kept looking at hers and going, I think that's really, really, really cool. I've kind of wanted one for a while. And finally, last year, the younger two kids and I went to the expo, and I saw the gal doing piercings, and I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm doing today. All right. Yep. It is hard to give yourself hugs. It's not that I need a better clasp on it. It's, I need eyes in the back of my neck. Oh, okay. What are we... He's playing around with something. Give me a second. Well, it's quite nice to know that I don't look it, but I very definitely am. I have CPTSD and dissociative identity disorder. I'm as crazy as it gets. Oh, that didn't get used. Oh, man, it won't fit. Not a clue. I know we had it. He is looking for a graphic to share with y'all. All right. Anyway, we're looking. There we go. Okay. I am being reminded that I wanted to talk about something that I'm doing later this month. All right, so this is going to be a virtual thing, so all of you can participate if you want to. Sunday, the 24th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time. I am running a workshop. Yeah, 24th of August, by the way, because I didn't say that. I am going to be running a workshop of guided meditation and journaling, learning about how we do shadow work, why we need to do shadow work, and what to expect while doing it. And then we will be starting some shadow work of our own. I say starting because as much as I would love for it to be, shadow work is not something that you can just do a bunch of it in a couple of hours and be done. It is essentially, and I'm stealing this from another person, and when I remember her name, I will tell you, but as she put it, shadow work is essentially being your own therapist. We journal it. We journal, and then we go back in a couple of months and we read back through those journal entries. We look for patterns. We look to see if we could find what triggered those patterns, and then we work on healing those triggers. It's kind of fun. All right. Oh, I know. Let's see. From what do I have PTSD? Well, do you really want the whole forkin' story? I am a survivor. We're going to give a brief trigger warning here because this gets ugly. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. My abuse started before my memories do, which is why I have dissociative identity disorder, which is caused by prolonged, sustained trauma prior to the personality forming at fully forming at the age of 5. PTSD I have from having been sexually assaulted multiple times in my life. Do you want me to continue? I am a veteran. I was sexually assaulted on active duty, which also contributed to the PTSD. All right, so I actually have a diagnosis of it, and it is 70% of my 80% service-connected disabilities. Oh, Zoe. It depends on what you're calling mental health conditions. Mental illness. If you are referring to transgenderism as being a mental health condition, please get the fuck out of my chat. Thank you, Amy. I fully agree with that. Especially when it's a rather obviously not Christian stream.
Hasta la vista,
yes.
baby.
Everyone says they have PTSD. There are a lot of us who actually do have PTSD, and many of us have actually been diagnosed. Because honestly, there are a lot of reasons why people can develop PTSD. So, all right, let's move back to what we're actually supposed to be doing. And I believe we're talking our goddess for the day. Today's goddess is an Egyptian goddess. Sabdet is the Egyptian goddess of the star Sirius and is known as the queen of the constellations. All right. Her appearance in the sky heralded the beginning of the fertile season in Egypt, as it coincided with the rising of the Nile River, which brought enriching water to the land. Because of this, she is associated with fertility, destiny, and the passage of time. The ancient Egyptian calendar was based on her movements, and some scholars believe that the star card in the tarot is a representation of her. I could believe that. The dog days of summer. We all have heard that. I have a Florence and the Machine song running in my head about it. The dog days of summer are named for the rising of the dog star, Sirius. To honor Sabdet, you can go outside tonight and find Sirius in the night sky. When you see it, you can make a wish that aligns with her attributes. For example, if you are struggling with deadlines or time management, she is the perfect goddess to ask for help. If you're curious about your destiny, watch the sky for shooting stars. A shooting star to your right is a positive omen. One to your left is a warning to be cautious. And one straight ahead means things will continue as they are. Seeing any shooting star is a sign that Sabdet has heard your wish. I'm going to have to listen to that song tonight now because I saw a video yesterday that played part of it, and yeah. I'm being me. All right. Let's pop in and say hi in here. Yep. Amy's absolutely correct there. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to Zen, shall we? Today's moment of Zen. I actually don't recognize either of the people that we're quoting today. I'm going to have to look them up. So, moment of Zen. Julia Margaret Cameron says, the capacity for delight is the gift of paying attention. Oh, so true. And then Tyler Desjardins says, the whole of life lies in the verb seeing. Oof. That one is way too true and way too profound for my brain right now. But it is so true. Much like, love and loving is a verb. It is not, yeah. Not going to go into that rant right now. All right. All right, my friends, we're going to extinguish our candle, and then we'll get to chit-chat. Rawr. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's a little warm again today, because the candle is dying. All right. Reminder, we're going to close out this portion of the show, take a break for a second so that I can take a breather, and then we'll come back for chit-chat time, all right? All right, Witchlings, let's get wrapped up. As we open our circle by extinguishing our candle, we extend our gratitude to the ancestors who have joined us here today. Bloop. Sorry, I'm a little kid when it comes to things like that. The twins like it too. All right, y'all. And we're going to go clicky click. Oh, yep. There we go. Ha ha. Okay, I was more confirming it was. There we go. Clickety click, click, click. Go there. Pop here. Minimize that. Oh. I know. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, y'all. All right. All right, my friends. And we are going to finish our wrap up here saying, Let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there's already enough hate and darkness out there. Be a beacon of light and hope for everyone stumbling in the dark. And also be sure that your loved ones, be they human, scaly, furry, or feathered, tried to combine furry and feathered, go out there and let your loved ones, be they human, scaly, furry, or feathered, know that you love them beyond words. We have a limited amount of time, and experience says that phone call or text absolutely sucks. For the Witchlings who have stuck around, who've been here from the beginning, you guys are the absolute best. Can we please appease the algorithm gods and leave me a comment of 7 words or more? Tell me your favorite crystal, your favorite scent, your coffee order, because I think that's kind of fun. Or if you're feeling stuck, Panic at the Disco's got your back. Hey, look, die, I made it. Yay, it's 7 words. And yes, we like that song. And then go get out of the house, touch some grass, and have a wonderful day filled with magic and joy. And please, please, please always remember that you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you genuinely do have a purpose here in this life, even if you haven't figured out what it is yet. I didn't until my 40s. All right. You guys are the absolute best, and please remember that I love you guys to bits. And I will see you soon. Namaste, Witchlings. All right. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell. For a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes, consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdailin.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bet time, same bet channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.